As if the coronavirus is not enough to worry about, hurricane season is approaching, and that will put an incredible strain on already stressed federal emergency managers. Correspondent Jillian Turner shows us how tonight.
As coronavirus continues claiming an average of 2,000 American lives per day, crisis response teams are now bracing for another added threat.
FEMA is already responding to tornadoes and earthquakes that have occurred this year. As you mentioned, June 1st is hurricane season. They have to be prepared at the same time they're responding to COVID.
The combination creates a threat landscape the Homeland Security Chief calls unprecedented.
What FEMA is doing now is coordinating response at 50 states, territories, all hitting at the same time. And they haven't done that in their 41-year history before now.
FEMA's administrator says it also creates a logistics puzzle.
Part of the mission was to accelerate the movement of PPE from around the world. So wherever we could find it is get it to the United States.
Over the past month, DHS built a new crisis coordination response center. It's called the Surge, where 150 officials will oversee hurricane search, rescue, and evacuation operations, all while keeping Americans safe from contracting coronavirus.
How do you shelter individuals from a natural disaster in a COVID environment? Well, you can't. You got to have to do things a little differently.
The Surge is meant to support the hundreds of crisis response cells already operating at FEMA headquarters. It'll only fill up as needed, so they hope it never has to. You guys are planning for all kinds of scenarios. What's the worst case scenario you're anticipating?
A worst case scenario would be a very hectic hurricane season. That we would see multiple hurricanes hitting at the same time, or very similar or close by, that FEMA's having to respond to at the same time as COVID. That's not to say they can't do it. They absolutely can do it.
15 Americans died in hurricanes last season, and so far over 76,000 Americans have died in the COVID-19 pandemic. Brett?
Jillian, thank you.